languaging in the classroom. That is what we do. Okay? So we all belong to and we are molded by a series of interlocking languages and cultures, which influence the way we see the world. We make our decisions, we interact with others based on that. My aim here is to help our students reflect on their own culture and others' cultures and the relationship between them. It is easy to imagine that cultural differences change at national frontiers. In the past, say 30 years ago, the state was the center, of our city was the center of influence. Maps and atlases emphasized that our country, our continent was central and the rest of the world was in the periphery. But you can see the obvious difference between the Indian and Western culture. Those days was enormous. Now, the way people dress, the food that they ate, everything was very similar. And the places where we shopped even was very similar. But now we all have, we have, say, supermarkets, hypermarkets, and that is not even enough for us. We have online shopping. So what we do is we have moved from the state of idli dosa to pizza and pasta, and then now we have some teriyaki. We have so many things that we don't even know how to pronounce, right? Kimchi, so many things. So what happens here is we should be aware that though cultures change, we should make our students aware that intercultural differences lie in values and behavior. That is what our students have to understand. So what better way to do than at a language class? Okay, so this is a very, very interactive session. I want all of you to participate because I have a lot of activities for you. So please do participate in this in the activities, because without you doing the activities, I won't be able to proceed with my FDP. Okay, this is not a lecture session. This is a workshop session. Right. So multilingualism, I just have a short definition. What is multilingualism and what is plurilingualism? So the ability to use 3 or more languages either separately or in various degrees of code mixing. The term multilingual is derived from 2 Latin words, multi, and I have lingua, which means language. So plurilingualism, the difference here is it is
yes. Aparna, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am. Screen is not shared. Your PowerPoint is not visible.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Do you see it now?
Not yet,
do you see it now, ma'am?
Oh, ma'am. The blank screen
Yes.
is now it is visible. Now it is visible, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about
Thank
this.
you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So definitely, plurilingualism, it is the holistic nature of individual language users, learners, linguistic and cultural repertoire. Learners are seen as social agents who draw upon all sorts of resources in their linguistic and cultural repertoire and further develop their resources in their trajectory. It stresses the dynamic use of multiple languages and cultural knowledge, awareness, and experience in social situations. Okay? Can you see the next screen, please? Can you see the next screen? Are you able to see the next screen?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. India and its multilingual diversity.
Yeah. So yeah, India and its multilingual diversity. So India boasts a tapestry of languages. We all know that. The Constitution of India recognizes 22 languages and a staggering 19,500 dialects. The National Education Policy 2020 promotes multilingualism and the power of language in teaching and learning. It focuses on the multilingual approach to make learning holistic, integrated, enjoyable, and engaging. This is a common, I think, teachers of Spanish, French, and German, you will know the CEFR because we follow the CEFR. English, do you also follow the CEFR or you follow some other code?
Yes, ma'am.
English department teachers, do you follow the CEFR or you have a separate?
I think so far we are familiar with the CEFR. framework.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So in I think German professors are here, right? German, Spanish professors are here. French
Yes, sir.
professors as well.
Yes, sir.
They will be familiar with the CEFR because it's a European framework of reference for languages. So they promote multilingualism because Europe is multilingual, plurilingual or multilingual now because there are so many people, so many languages spoken in Europe, the whole of Europe. So it promotes multilingualism as one of the key competences needed for personal fulfillment, a healthy and sustainable lifestyle, employability, active citizenship, and social inclusion. Okay. So what is more enriching here is you have to really use whatever language you know, and you have to you have to check in your mind, relate to the language that comes when you see a new language, you have to relate that to search in your brain what is similar there. And you have to come with and you have to understand the new language. That is what is promoted in plurilingualism. Okay. So it's usually it helps to people to compartmentalize their different cultural knowledge and language knowledge. So a plurilingual person has what does a person have? He has a repertoire of languages and language varieties. He can recognize a lot of languages, and he has competencies of different kinds and levels within the repertoire. Okay, so if we use plurilingual education, what does it make the person aware, the student aware? An awareness of why and how one learns a language that he or she has chosen, awareness of and the ability to use transferable skills in language learning, a respect for the plurilingualism of others and the value of languages and varieties irrespective of their perceived status in society. A respect for the culture, that is very important here, which we have to insist to our students, embodied in languages and cultural identities of others. An ability to perceive, mediate the relationship which exists among the languages and cultures. I think French and Spanish teachers will understand they have a lot of similarities in the languages, right? English as well. So any English speaking person will attest that, any French speaking person will attest that he or she knows some more than 20,000 words in French already, because there are a lot of words that come from French. So this is the main thing that we have to use in our curriculum. Okay, so an integrated approach to language education in the curriculum. So my question here to you is, what are the mother tongues that you teachers speak? Can I know a list of mother tongues that you speak in this forum? The list of mother tongues that people speak in this forum. Tamil, obviously. What are the? May I know the mother tongues that people use in this forum?
Ma'am, I can speak Hindi.
Yes, please.
I understand Marathi as well, and a little bit of Bengali.
Okay. Hindi and Bengali. Very good. Then, what are the other mother tongues that people speak in this forum?
Ma'am, we have the faculty members who are fluent in Telugu and Malayalam and Kannada.
Okay. Telugu and Malayalam as well. Okay.
Tamil, ma'am.
Nice.
Tamil.
Okay. Tamil, obviously.
Tamil
I've written
also.
Tamil. Any other language? Any other language? Sorry. Any other language, professors? Okay. So this is enough. Now, this is just to verify before you start your activity, just verify with your students and give them something that they can recognize when you use these multilingual approaches. That is why. Okay. I have, what is the use of multilingual approaches in education? Recognizing and valuing the multilingual nature of our society, schools and classrooms, because we have, if you take my class in Loyola here, I have students from Odisha, I have Sri Lankans, I have Africans, I have people from all over. So I have to cater to whatever background they come from. Using pedagogical strategies that encourage inclusive education within a supportive multilingual learning environment. Being aware of beliefs about speakers of other languages and how they can impact on establishing and maintaining an inclusive learning environment. assessing individual learners in a manner that takes their linguistic background into account, giving my learners appropriate opportunities to use their home languages to support and demonstrate their understanding of learning content, making pedagogical choices that respect and capitalize on my learners' linguistic diversity, reflecting on how effective my implementation of multilingual approaches is in promoting learning. Right. So I am directly going into the warm-up session here before my activity. I have a warm-up for you. It is in Dutch language. I think nobody understands Dutch in this class, in this forum. Anybody who understands Dutch? Anybody who understands Dutch? Professors? I hope not. Okay, so this is your hint. You have yesterday we saw a cat. This sentence you're going to tell me in Dutch now. I have given you hints. With the help of these hints, you will frame the sentence which says yesterday we saw a cat. Try this out. German professors will be able to figure this out easily, I think, because they have a lot of familiar words like cat.
Can I try, but I don't know the
Yes,
pronunciation.
please do that. That's okay. That even I don't know the right pronunciation, so it doesn't matter.
Gestern which there are cut. I don't know whether it is right. I'm pronouncing it right. Gestern we
could you put it in the chat?
cut.
Yeah, gisteren.
Gestern.
Yes, gisteren, yes. Then gisteren.
We, I don't know how they pronounce we. VIJ
which,
it is given here. Which Zia, and cat. Cat, I don't know how they pronounce in Dutch. Cat.
This is ZIEN is C, right? Now you have to change it into saw. You have to put it in past tense. So that for that you have to take help from what?
Is it Zianin?
Yes, you have to add this GE to make it past. So it would be GEZIEN. You got it? You have to add GE to make it past. So GEZIEN. That's how you make it. You got it? Because this is saw, this is read. This is read, right? This is read, and this LEZEN is read, lesson is read, gelesen is read. So you have to know that you have to just add a GE there. So this will be GEZIE. And in cat is the right answer. You got that? Do you want me to type it or you got it? Have you got it, everyone?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is just a warm-up session. Just make your students understand without knowing a word of Dutch, we will be able to frame a sentence in Dutch. So just to give them assurance that it's not that difficult to figure out words. And this is all in like English. The alphabets are the same. They're not going to learn something new, a new script. So this is going to be very easy for them. Okay. Now, I have chosen a tale, and I have made this tale multilingual. Since you told me you have Tamil, Hindi, people speaking Telugu, Malayalam, I have a lot of languages mixed here, and please try to figure out the languages. Tell me after listening to it whether you comprehend the tale with so many different words from different languages. This tale is called The Grizzly Goat, and it is the La Chèvre Biscornue in French. This is a tale which is basically in French. Now it's made into it's bilingual as well. Sorry. Yeah. Can I continue?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Can I continue, teachers?
Yes, ma'am. Please.
Yeah. So we were when you teach this to your students, put in a lot of intonation so that they understand with like it will be really amusing for them, because when you add a lot of intonation and sounds. Once upon a time, in away on land, in this terrain, there was a forest. In this garden, there was a camino, and on this path, Mr. Huss. Mr. Muyel, in a hurry to get to its casa, to its bed, and to rest his leafy head. Adu, kotavi vittadu. My bedu, rapido. When the Lapa at last arrives at his entrada, he is angst by a rumore bizarre he'd never heard before. There's something qui bouge, something with duo eyes Abarna. Yeah, someone demande coniglu. A terrible voice replied. Ego some the grizzly goat and very, very pointu on his eye. If you come near me, that's hard enough. As flat as a pancake, you'll end up. Monsieur Haas is scared, he calls a cop. His veggie. Mr. Murga, come maid and maybe. There's a bestia in my ilu Asian papa male couche. Wait, monsieur, Mr. Cop. I will change it. La vola, they're both at the door. Horn, trumpets. Cocorico, come out of there, te chez toi. In voce terrible replies. Ich bin chèvre Biscornue, and very, very sharp nose I've got. Si tu m'approches, tant pis pour toi, tu finiras tout raplapla. Herr Gallo is scared, and Lapin cries. At that moment, Oncle Nari shows up. Uncle Renard, says Rooster, toi t'es mal, come and help us. Mr. Usagi can't go to sleep. There's a bestione in his burrow. Ayman répond Volpe with a grin. There they are, all team at the engout. Fox jumped on. Oi, la bête, come out of there, and where Kadlay I'll share. The terrible Gua replies. What are we, right? Am I pronouncing it right? What are we, the grizzly goat? And very, very sharp corn I have got. You come near me, that's hard luck. The rompere en pedazos. Uncle Kurkan is scared. Mr. Savan is scared. And Kargosh cries. Passing by comes Father Bar. A horrendo beast. Kaha, says bearing his gross biceps. Allow moi, move over, bet beware. Les voilà. Les voilà, ils sont tous forts at the porto. Bear hurry. Out la bête. Si dans 3 seconds c'est pas sorti, je te transforme en spaghetti. You know those bears. The terrible Avaz replies. I am the grizzly goat, and very, very sharp arms I've got. If you come closer, Tompi pour toi, chutney egg. Balu, Zoro, and Pop shake with fear. Lapin starts crying. Mon bed, je vais rentrer to my house. Soudain, there comes Tante B on the shamrock. Hearing the Kadir, it says, Can I try, Bear? Can I try? Bear, Rooster, and Fox make fun of it. There, 5 of them at the Pravesh Dwara. Auntie Abai crosses along and rushes at the beast. It stings. It picks the grizzly goat. It stings on its tails and its feet. Oh no, ouch, ayo amma. The grizzly goat fled. Peace, drapeau blanc, I give up. It jumped out of the casa and disappeared into the jungle. Thank you, Tanta Beja, says Rabbit with a big smile that reached its bottom. Pray go, replies Bee. It was my pleasure. Go sleep on your leto mantle. I'm not sleeping anymore. Je vous invite tous à manger avec me, says the rabbit, and they all spent a good time. That's the end of my story. Now you have to tell me if you have understood the entire tale, even if you have a mixture of so many languages. How would you like the tale? The overall comprehension of the tale was clear or not? Can somebody please tell me what is the story about? Professors teach French, German, English, Japanese, and Spanish, and you have different languages which are your mother tongue. So it was a mixture. It was a treat for everybody. Everybody could recognize their own language. How did you find this? May I know if there was a problem with the overall comprehension of the tale because there were a lot of language? Yes, teachers.
There were lots of pictures, so that also helped in
Okay.
understanding the story. And
The
it had the
pictures,
mixture
yes,
of
yes.
English, and I can recognize Hindi. So yeah, it was
Okay.
understandable.
And okay, so there wasn't any difficulty with the comprehension because English was prominent, right?
English
The
was
main
prominent. Yes.
language, yes. Yes. Anybody else? Any comments on this tale? If you think there's a, it was too much, or if this was okay, it did not hinder my comprehension at all. I was just able to read everything. How many of
For
you
the
think that?
students, without images, how they'll understand the story? Partly they'll
They,
understand the
it will be
story.
very difficult.
Uh-huh.
It will be very difficult. You have to, with the any tale for that matter, be it little children or bigger ones, it is with the pictures that you have to. And I think now with AI, it's very easy to create pictures with the stories with images. Because nowadays I use on Padlet. This is a story. This is the original book that I've taken. But nowadays, what I do is I create on Padlet the stories I create on Padlet. That's much more easier for me because I can put in so many things which are not in the original story. So that with Padlet AI, when you say I can't draw and you feed in whatever you want to do, you can create so many beautiful stories with that. That also you can try.
Just a request, how to create a story through
Yes.
Padlet, you said, because I have also used Padlet, but I've never tried this creating a story
You
in
have used
Padlet.
Padlet. You just have to you go to the storyboard and you just click on that plus sign and you have a lot of things opening and it will say I can't draw. There's one option which is I can't draw, and you just click on that and you just have to feed in a lot the whatever you need to be in that picture. You have to be very precise about that, and it will create a beautiful picture for you. It has really helped me a lot. And Microsoft also. You can use Microsoft AI and the pictures are very beautiful. You can do that.
We have to give a story and it will create a picture.
No, you don't. No. You have to create pictures and then you compile it as a story. Each picture you can, and then you compile it as a story.
Okay, thank you.
So, say for example, you want a rabbit, you want a bee, you have to tell how the bee, everything should be there. What color you want, everything you precise, and where it happens, you precise. The story it will show you, and there'll be option of 4 pictures. You can choose whichever picture you want.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. At the end of the session, we have time. I'll just show you how it goes.
Sure,
now coming to the activities based on this story, on this tale, we are going to the activities. So I've listed out the activities that I normally do in my class and which works very fine with the students. I've added some more for you teachers because you can also manipulate how you can work with your students. So before going to the store activity, I just want you can test your students on their language, on their knowledge about languages, about world languages. So I have a small quiz on Mentimeter. You can scan or you can use this code and you can try this quiz. You can please go to the quiz. Please scan the code, everyone. Just a few moments it will take. Please try that. You either scan the QR code or you can just go directly to the. You're able to do it?
Yeah, ma'am, there was just one question, how to write in the Arabic.
No?
Mama, it is showing the presenter has not changed the slides yet.
Yeah. One second. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just I forgot about it. We have logged into this page. Mm. Sorry, the net is very slow here. You are still on my presentation page or on Mentimeter?
A
My screen
presentation
is
page is visible.
presentation page. The
Your presentation.
the presentation. It is, yeah, it is on the
Showing that.
presentation.
Yes, ma'am.
I just opened it. Very slow. We'll wait for a few minutes. I will, before that, I think I will just move on to the next activity. By the time it opens, I'll let you know. Okay, so you have to find the following words in English. You listened to the play, just find the words in English. The words here, please find it in English. Can I have answers, please?
Ma'am, the first one means door, the second one means home, third one I
The
can't
first
even
one
read.
is, one second, first one is what you said, sorry, pass, and
Do.
Royal is, no, it's a rabbit.
Oh, it's a rabbit.
It's a
Okay.
rabbit.
Second
Rabbit.
one is
Hair,
home,
yeah.
casa.
Home, very good.
Third one I can't read. Then
I think
seventh
Japanese
one.
professors will help you. It's a beddo. It's bed actually. It's beddo. Bed.
Okay.
The last one is
Fourth
forest.
one, I think it's easy to guess if you have learned English or sounds similar to Hindi as well, I think.
Ma'am, I can read
Duo
Pravesh
is what?
Dwar.
Yeah, Pravesh Dwar, very good. I think Tamilians also will think it's Pravesh Dwar. I think that sounds very familiar to which word? Dwar sounds familiar to which word? Even if we don't understand Hindi, we will be able to relate this word dwar to which word?
Door.
Hole, very good. Dwara, yes. So entrance. Pravesh dwar is entrance, the door. Okay. Duo, what do you think? Duo. Spanish professors will be able to help me. Duo.
Double. Two.
Or French professors. Two, very good. Duh, very good. Vermelho, I think that's easy to guess because we also have a similar one. What is that word? Vernio, yes, that is red color. Vermelho is red. Ego sum is which language? Which language do you think is ego sum? It's Latin. It means I am. The next one, seventh one, she said Pravesh Dwar. It's an entrance. We saw Malayalam. Someone said I speak Malayalam. I think if you can read Malayalam, you will be. Fox, very good. And do you know the word? Could you tell us the word fox in Malayalam?
Kurukkan.
Kurkan, yes, it is Kurkan. Yeah. Actually, it makes sense, right? I think they have named the word, the fox, Kurkan, because the reflects the. Then Han, I think German professors will be able to help me.
Rooster.
Han, rooster, very good. And Kadu, Tamil professors, everybody know what is Kadu.
Forest.
Tamil
Forest.
and forest, very good, forest. Yes, so just after finishing the tale, you can ask your students to work on this, give them the words again, and ask them to just search in their mind what is the word that I can, like for example, duo, like the example Pravesh Dwar. Even if they don't speak Hindi, give them words that where they can search in their minds to the word Dwar, connected to Dwara, etc. Now, intercultural things that we have here, you have to look at the mirror of our own culture and out of the window to other cultures. So we had in the tale, we had a few things that are very specific to their own culture, right? Like for example, Raplapla is French, chutney, ayo amma, as flat as a pancake, thir on pedasos. All these reflect the culture, okay? If you are very angry with a person, if you are what are the things that you can say? What are the things that you do? Okay, how do you tell people? How do you look at a person? How do you scold a person? All these things reflect the culture. So here is where you can teach people. Even I mean, these are negative things because we took it from a tale. But then you can also come up with the positive things that you have in the tale and take up few positive things. This is the place where you can discuss the intercultural differences that we have in different cultures. Now we have the onomatopoeia and the interjections. We had cocorico there. How does a rooster cry in English? You know, cock-a-doodle-doo. Spanish, it's kikiriki. French, it's cocorico. Japanese, kokeko. This is just a fun thing for them. We need not spend a lot of time in this, but tell them that it's not only languages differ, the way they tell things also differ. The sounds that people make also differ. That is where all this comes. Okay. Now, how do dogs bark? French, ufuf. French, in English, ufuf. French, wow. Spanish, Japanese, wow, wow, etc. And Tamil, you know, it is bow wow. So it differs. The languages it also it keeps differing. Now, this is very, very important. Interjections when the cry when you are in pain. In Tamil, could you tell me what do I immediately say when I am in pain? Immediately I call whom? Ayo, amma, right?
Amma.
Immediately instinct I say amma, right? The French it's I or oui. English ouch, you know that. So it keeps changing the languages. So the cultural thing here is when I'm in pain, the immediate reflection in Tamil is calling your mother. It doesn't exist in the other languages. You can also show them here. Snoring sounds. This sound is very, very funny. You can also tell them. Imagine a person, the French person snoring wrong fee, wrong fee. That really sounds very funny to us, right? English, it's very simple. It's just that's it. So you can just tell them how it is. And imagine a person in Vietnamese snoring sound is ko 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 ko. Imagine lying next to a Korean person who snores ko 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 ko. It's going to be really difficult. In Tamil, could you tell me what is the snoring sound? What is usually expressed in Tamil stories? How does a person snore in Tamil? How does a person snore in Tamil? What is the snoring sound we have in Tamil? Yes, professors. I think that's very, very simple. May I know the snoring sound in Tamil? Isn't it gor? No.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Now
ma'am.
coming to playing with numbers. Now in Tamil, I think you could have heard this expression. We use 1008 a lot of times. Any of you who has a habit of using 1008? உனக்கு 1008 வாட்டி சொல்லுவேன் அப்படின்னு எத்தனை பேர் சொல்லுவோம். We use this a lot, right? I've heard my mother saying so many times 1008. How many times should I tell you, right? எனக்கு 1008 வேலை இருக்கு. How many of you use that? A lot of us say that in Tamil, right? I think the Tamil speaking people are a lot here. There are many Tamil speaking people here.
I always used
Yes.
this 1008 தடவை சொல்ல to my kids most of the time.
Yes, and it is of a religious significance, right? There is a religious significance behind that, because you have in Jainism, in Hinduism, you have the names of gods, right? 1008. It represents it as a religious significance. In French too, they use this word 36 a lot. Okay, they say every tous les 36 du mois. Tous les 36 du mois means it never happened. There is no 36th month, right? That's 30 months end with 30. So it's never going to happen. They always say, tous les 36 du mois. Faire 36 choses à la fois, doing 36, doing a lot of things at the same time, they always say 36. So there are a lot of expressions like this in French where people use 36. Could you tell me in your mother tongues, what is the favorite number that you use or your parents used to use in your mother tongues? May I know the favorite number that people use in your mother tongues? It is not the same in all languages. I'm very sure about it. So could you tell me in your mother tongues? Is there a
Ma'am, I
significant
guess,
number?
yeah. Usually 7 is used a lot in Hindi.
Very good. In which language?
Hindi, ma'am.
In Hindi. Can you tell us a few expressions with 7?
7, I can tell. Like if I have to curse someone, then I can say that you are the result of my sins which I have committed in my last 7 birth.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
that.
Right. Okay, I understand. Any other people who speak Malayalam, people who speak Telugu? Is there a significant number in the language? And I think that also has a religious significance because it refers to the birth, right? Number 7. In Malayalam and Telugu, could you tell us what is a significant number that people use often?
Ma'am, in Tamil we use Airam also, right?
Sorry?
1000. In Tamil, actually, like as you said, like 1008, Mary, we use this 1000, Airam. Airam
1000 also, yes. Yes.
Yes.
It's Airam also you use. Actually, I think people used to use 1000 Aayirathi only, and slowly it changed to Airam because it is a whole number, right? It was easy to pronounce. It was a whole number. That is why it changed to 1000. But actually, it referred to 1008 only because of the religious significance. You know? Anything else? Any other language? If you can tell us, it will be helpful. So this is where you can tell your students about the significance of the numbers that we use in our language, okay? And tell them also the background. What is the signification of those numbers? Sorry. Now, the days of the week is very, very interesting because we have most of the days of the week, like for example, French, Spanish, German, and Tamil as well. They all indicate what? It's French teachers, Spanish teachers, German teachers. Could you please tell me what refers to, what is Monday in French? French teachers, please. What is Monday in French? Could you tell me what is Monday in French? French teachers? Do I have French teachers in this group? Do I have French teachers in this group? Okay, anyway. I was, okay, English teachers. Even if you don't know French, could you tell me, have you look at the word in Monday in French? Could you look at the word Monday in French? Could you look at the word Monday?
Yes.
English teachers are here. Yes. Could you look at the word Monday?
Yes,
What
ma'am,
is it?
yes,
It is LUN, right? Have you heard about the lunar eclipse?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Lunar
Have you heard
eclipse.
about, yes, lunar eclipse refers to what? Refers to what?
Moon.
The moon. Very good. So I think so Monday represents which, represents what?
Yes.
It means the day
Moon.
of the moon, right? So look at Mardi. Look at Mardi and tell me it refers to which planet? Look at Margi. Look at the first few
Mars.
letters and tell me it refers to which one. Mars.
Yes,
Very good. You know French? You know French?
No, ma'am.
You know
No.
French? No, you don't know. Very good. Now look at mercredi. Look at mercredi. Look at the first few letters and tell me it refers to which planet.
Mercury.
Mercury. Very good. Now look at jeudi and tell me it refers to which planet.
Maybe Jupiter, ma'am.
Jupiter. Jeudi refers to.
Jupiter.
Sorry. Jupiter. Very good.
Jupiter.
Vendredi refers to the
Venus.
first few letters.
Venus.
Samedi.
Saturn.
Right, Saturn. And the last one refers to Sunday. It's a religious significance. It refers to the day of the Lord, or it refers to the sun. Okay. So with you don't know English teachers, you did not know French, but you were able to figure this out to. You're able to hear me? Yeah, you are able to figure this out. You know that it refers to the planets, right? The same way in Spanish, the same way in German. And now we come to Tamil. Tell me what are the days of the week in Tamil?
Velikidamai.
Monday, Tingal, Sevai,
Yes, Sevai. Yeah.
Budan.
Vyalin. Again, everything refers to the
planets.
Planets. Okay, so this is where you can tell your students the similarity. Okay, it's very easy to memorize the days of the week with your students when you tell them the similarity. Okay. Next one, we move on to the tongue twisters. This is very, very interesting because this is a practice exercise when you can practice pronunciation for them with them. Which is the most difficult tongue twister? It has its place in the Guinness Book of World Records. It's the English teachers. I'm not going to do this. You have to tell me. English teachers.
The sixth sheep sick.
No, that's cheating. You have to tell tongue twister, so you have to read it very fast.
Okay.
Try it out. No, I'm not going to laugh. No, definitely not. I know it's difficult.
I find it difficult, ma'am. It's very difficult. The first one.
Yes, it is.
I don't know. Very
that
difficult,
is why it's become the most difficult tongue twister in the world, and it is in the book of Guinness World Records. And I have a few German teachers are there, German professors are there. Could you read this out for me? German professors are there. Okay, teachers who can read Tamil, you can try the next one.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Am I
yes.
audible?
Yeah, you are.
I should share tongue twisters, right?
Yes. No, I want you to read the tongue twister in German if you are a German professor.
I'm not a German professor.
Okay. But you can please share your tongue twister in your language if you can, please.
No,
I'll be very happy.
In English.
In English. Okay. Please go ahead.
Tick six ticks. Tick six ticks.
Okay. Anyone who can read Tamil? Try the one which is in Tamil.
Tamil I'll try, ma'am.
Please go ahead.
வீட்டுக்கு மேல கூரை, கூரை மேல நாரை.
Very nice. Faster than
வீட்டுக்கிட்ட
this,
கூரை,
anybody?
வீட்டுக்கிட்ட கூரை, வீட்டுக்கு மேல கூரை, கூரை மேல நாரை.
Very nice. You did not even hesitate in any place. Very good. French teachers are there. Thank you. French teachers are there. French teachers, can you please try share Sasha? French teachers? No? Okay. Could you please share some tongue twisters in your mother tongue, Malayalam or Hindi? Could you share any tongue twister that you have? Okay. Now, could you guess what this is? I have a lot of expressions here, sentences, phrases. Could you guess what is the significance of these words, of these phrases? Yes, professors. Can you identify what this is? Professors, am I audible?
Ma'am, yes,
Madam,
ma'am.
is this
Professors, am I audible? Yes.
is this Vikita Kavi?
Yes.
Could you tell me what this is?
Vikita
Yes.
Kavi.
I could hear. Sorry, sir.
Vikita Kavi, ma'am. Like radical.
Vihada Kavi. It is like Vihada Kavi. Yes, yes. What is that? What is the word in English? It is a palindrome. Okay. A word, a
Palindrome.
phrase, or a sequence that reads the same backwards as well as forwards. It's called a palindrome. Example: you have madam, you have nurses to run. What do you think is abophobia? What do you think is abophobia?
Fear of palindromes. The irony is
Fear of palindromes. Very good. It's fear of palindromes. And can you guess what is the significance of this word abophobia?
phobia itself is a
Could you
palindrome.
tell me what is that?
This
Itself is a
word itself
palindrome.
is a
Very good. That
palindrome.
itself is a palindrome. Yes, the word itself is a palindrome. It's a German word and it's been taken into English. It is a palindrome itself. Very nice. And you have to know there are palindromic novels in English written by Lawrence Levine and also by David Stephens. And Georges Perec in French wrote a palindrome. There was about 1,247 words in French. He wrote a novel, and in that novel, there was a palindrome with about 1,247 words. Now we have a globetrotter words, that is words that traveled. Okay, we have to know that words do not have frontiers. We have so many words. We've taken mayonnaise, we have taken menu, we have taken chauffeur, we've taken a lot of words in French, right? So it travels and it also enriches our languages. We have some loan words in English, French, German, Spanish, but they're loan words for life. I have a small story for you. You have to pick out the loan words. You have to pick out the foreign words that you have. It's a very interesting story as well. Can somebody please read the story for me? Can somebody please read the story for me?
One
Yes.
day, a king invited suitors for his daughter's hand in marriage. He gathered them in a great hall of palace. Solemnly, the king declared that he would give his daughter's hand in marriage, as well as half of his kingdom, to whoever told the biggest lie. Then a first suitor stepped forward and said, "Yesterday evening at sunset, I saw a salmon so big that it blocked the entrance to the harbor." "Nowadays," retorted the king, "we see so many extraordinary things. What you describe to me may not be a lie." "Me," another suitor then interjected, "I saw a man who ate in less than 10 minutes 365 loaves of white bread, swallowed 54 dozen eggs, and munched 250 kg of nuts. Knowing some gluttons in my kingdom," said the king, "what you are telling me doesn't surprise me." A third suitor, named Asim, stepped forward towards the king and proudly recounted his story. "In the depth of the jungle, I saw, at the top of an iceberg, a kangaroo chewing orange gum. Wearing moccasins, a poncho on his back, a Walkman on his head, he was dancing a ballet while jogging in the morning. From his pocket there was a balafon, a paddle, three liches, and sugar. Coming back from my trip, I crossed your path, Your Majesty, and you were completely naked, doing judo in a field of spinach." "You're lying," the king exclaimed. "I've never done judo naked." And that's how Asim married the king's daughter and ruled a new kingdom.
Come with the story. Now, guess the origin of these globetrotter words. Jungle, everyone. The origin of the word jungle. You'll be surprised. It's an Indian language.
Jungle is
The
Hindi,
origin of
ma'am.
jungle is Hindi. Very good. Jungle is Hindi. Yes, sir. Salmon. Salmon is Persian. Persian. Iceberg. You have to associate iceberg where there are a lot of icebergs. It's Norwegian. Orange. Naranya. Orange. Orange goes to Arab.
Arab.
Arab to Persia. Persia to Spain, and then to France. English. Kangaroo.
Australia.
Australia, the Aboriginal language. Chewing gum. English teachers. Chewing gum.
English.
Sounds very English, right? Chewing gum. English. Moccasins.
Spanish.
No, it's American Indian. Poncho is Spanish. Poncho is Spanish. Walkman. Typical walk and man. English.
English.
Ballet. Ballet. Walkman is English. Ballet.
French.
French. Latin to French, and Latin to Italian, then French. Balafon. It's a West African musical instrument. It's like a xylophone, a bigger version of a xylophone. It's West African, namely Guinea. Ichi,
Hindi.
no. Chinese. Lichi is Chinese,
Oh.
typical Chinese. Judo,
Japanese.
people relate easily.
huh?
Judo. Japanese,
Japanese.
obviously Japanese. Yes. Spinach.
Spinach maybe
Arab.
Spanish.
Syrup
or-
is Arab.
Okay,
Arab.
okay.
No, Arab. And sugar, I think it's very.
English.
They have
Sans-
shakara. No, shakara.
Sanskrit, sir.
Sanskrit, very good. The Shakara, it went from Shakara, Sanskrit to Persian, to then to French, Sucre, and then became sugar. So it has a long path. Sugar has a very long path. I have expressions at trap. So looking at the picture, you have to tell me what are these expressions. First one, I think Britain, you know, this is, what is the picture? What is the expression? English teachers, come on. The picture is very clear. What is the expression?
Maybe on the fire or
Jump into the
No, it's an
fire.
jumping into
expression.
the fire.
Yeah, but the expression in English is what? From the
Exit.
frying. No, what is this expression, everyone? From the frying pan to fire, right? From frying pan to fire. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You're right. From frying
Yes.
pan to
The
fire. Right.
expression is frying
Yes,
pan to
yes.
fire. You know what is that expression, right? Frying pan to fire. So we tell the meaning of that expression, frying pan to fire.
A problem after problem. One problem ends and
Yeah.
getting into the
very
complicated
good.
problem.
Correct. Moving from one problem to other. Correct. Thailand. Could you look at the picture and tell me? Thailand. Look at the picture and guess what the expression means. The same expression, like frying pan to fire. There are two pictures here. You have to tell me guess what would be the expression. Escape a teachers. Escape a Am I audible, teachers? Professors, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We are guessing. I'm
Yeah.
not able to
Could
find
you
it.
tell me what is this? Escape a tiger to meet a crocodile.
Oh,
Escape a tiger to meet a crocodile, like frying pan to fire.
okay.
It's
Okay,
escape
ma'am.
a tiger to meet a crocodile. The next one is a German expression.
I think almost the same. Almost the same.
Yeah, it's escape the rain to go under the gutter.
Oh.
Okay, it's escape the rain to go under the gutter. That's the expression. Russian expression. I have a wolf and a bear. Wolf and a bear. Escape a wolf. Escape a wolf to meet the bear. And the last one is very funny. Escape the devil in Romanian. Escape the devil to meet its father. That is the expression, okay? And do you have a similar expression in Tamil? Do we have a similar expression in Tamil? Ask the children if they have, ask your students if they have a similar expression in their languages. Do we have an expression in Tamil? Okay.
There is
Think
one, I
about
don't know
it.
whether it is related to it.
Yeah, please.
There
Yeah,
is one,
please.
பிள்ளையாரு பிடிக்க போய் குரங்கா ஆயிடுச்சு. That is also there. I don't know. Something which is
Exactly. பிள்ளையார பிடிக்க
போய் குரங்கா
exactly the
ஆயிடுச்சு.
same thing. Yes, the connotation is the same. குரங்கா ஆயிடுச்சு. Yes,
குரங்கா
the connotation is the same. Yes. Right. Yeah,
Ma'am,
you
in
are right.
Hindi you
The
have
next
Asman
one
se
is-
gire khajur pe atke.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Like you fall from the sky and then you get trapped in the palm tree.
Okay, get stuck in the palm tree. Okay, nice. So you can tell them the expressions that comes from, meaning is the same, but it differs from, the thing is, see, palm tree exists only in our country, right? That cannot happen in France. So the cultural importance of these expressions, the things that you have in these expressions, that also is important, because I don't think the French person will have, France, you will find escape from a tiger to a crocodile. You don't have. You have to say, because it's in Thailand, you have these cultural things. Okay, so you can also bring in the cultural elements there. What exist expressions that also include the cultural elements that exist in that country. Next one is we have in English, a bad workman blames his tools, right? That's English. In Poland, can you guess what that is? In Poland, a bad
It's like
dancer blames the hem of her skirt. Yeah, the bad dancer blames the hem of her skirt. In Iraq and Tamil, it's very surprising. Iraq and Tamil, they have the same expression. Could you tell me what that expression is? ஆட தெரியாதவ. What is that expression?
ஆட தெரியாத தடிக்கு தெரு
ஆட தெரியாதவ என்னத கோணல் சொன்னா? தெரு கோணல். Yeah, that is the expression. Yeah. The floor மேட கோணலா இருந்துச்சு. The stage was not proper. That is expression in Iraq and Tamil. In Germany, a bad rider blames the horse. In Spain, a bad writer blames the pen. So these are the expressions that we have in these languages. And the entire meaning is the same, but then when you don't know a thing, you just blame on the whatever is near you, right? Now we have proverbs that travel. We have, for example, this is a very simple one that we have: when cats are away, the mice will play. When the lion is away, the hyenas dance, probably in one of our Asian countries. Now, can you imagine this proverb for Canada? So significance of this with the Canadian element. Could you imagine the same proverb for Canada? Canada is a cold country. Imagine what the animals are there in Canada. What is the climatic conditions of Canada? And tell me, imagine the same thing for Canada. Okay, let me rephrase it. Can you imagine this for India? Can you imagine the same proverb for India?
In Tamil, we say "Pillai illada veetla kelavan tulli vilayadu."
Very good. Pillai illada veetla kelavan tulli valadu. Very nice. What else we have? You have to imagine the same proverb for in the Indian context. Imagine with our elements, with our Indian elements, with our Indian animals. Something which is very typically Indian. Imagine the same proverb with typical Indian words, Indian elements. When the tiger is away, the deer dances, right? You can imagine. By Australia, you can imagine when the kangaroo is away, the koalas will dance, right? You can imagine like that. Can somebody tell me, imagine the same thing with future? Imagine anything with future. Imagine the same proverb for future. I'm sorry, your voice
If the
is
cell phone
breaking.
is not, ma'am, if the cell phone is
Sorry?
not working, the children will play.
Very nice. When the cell phone is not working, children will play, right? Play. Very nice. I think that's really awesome. When teachers are away, AI will play. Like this. Very nice. Thank you so much. Okay. Now we have a few things here. We have don't sell the skin of the bear before killing it. In Gujarati, we have who wears white clothes does not necessarily have a pure heart. Could somebody tell me the same thing in English, in Tamil? Somebody who wears white clothes do not necessarily have a pure heart. Could you tell me this in Tamil? What is the same more or less the same expression we have in Tamil? What is that?
வெளுத்ததெல்லாம் பால் இல்லை.
வெளுத்ததெல்லாம் பால் இல்லை. Very good. Yes. Then மின்னுவதெல்லாம் பொன்னல்ல. We also have that, right? Do we have it in English? Do we have it in English?
All that glitters is not gold.
Very good. All that glitters is not gold. And do we have a Hindi expression? The same thing? This is Gujarati, they said. Did we have a Hindi one? The same expression exists in Hindi as well? Okay. Now, we come to loss in translation. We can't literally translate always, right? We have few things that we have to have. You just take the, like we have had in the tale, you just see the overall comprehension, overall understanding of the tale is important. So we have a few things that will be lost in translation. I have donne sa long dosha. It means give your tongue to the cat, literal translation. But the actual meaning is to give up. Okay. Now we have raconte des salades. Can French teachers tell me what is raconte des salades? What do you mean by raconte des salades?
And give your tongue to the cat.
That is to give your tongue to the cat. That's the literal translation. But actual meaning is to give up. Okay, the actual meaning. Raconte des salades. What do you mean by that? Raconte des salades means to tell lies. Okay, but if you literally translate raconte des salades, it means narrate salads, which doesn't make any sense. Okay. Then tirer le diable par le queue. If you literally translate, it means pull the devil by its tail. You never do that. You can't do that. But the actual meaning is to be in trouble. Okay, to what do you say? To live from hand to mouth. That's the actual meaning of to live from hand to mouth. German professors. Do we have German professors here? Do we have German professors in the group? Japanese professors and German professors are there? Okay. So Tomaten of den Orgen haben, I think I'm pronouncing it right. It means literal translation is to have tomato on one's eyes. Okay, literal translation to have tomatoes on one's eyes, but the actual meaning of the sentence is to be oblivious of anything. Okay, to be just have your eyes closed, to be oblivious. That is the Japanese sentence. Now, can I have the French teachers telling me the meaning of this? Literal translation, you have to translate the two words separately and you get an entire different meaning. But when you translate literally, you get a one meaning. Could you tell me that? What do you mean by serf, French teachers? What do you mean by serf, French teachers? Serf is a kite. Volo means flying. If I literally translate serf volo, it means flying kite. But actually, serf volo is a kite. Okay. Serf means a deer. Volo means flying. And if I actually translate, it means flying deer. But the meaning of serf volo is a kite. The kite that we give. It's not the bird. Pomme de terre. Pomme is an apple. Terre is earth. If you combine, it means apple of the earth. Okay. But actually, pomme de terre means a potato. Chauve-souris is bald. Souris is a mouse. So a bald mouse is the answer, but actually chauve-souris means a bat. Okay, so please, this is to tell your students that they can't literally translate things. Pause bet, it's think stupid, whereas the actual meaning of pause bet is a reminder. A reminder call note is a pause bet. Maître nageur, maître is master, nageur is a swimmer. Maître nageur, if you translate it, literal translation, master swimmer. But here the meaning is a coach, a person who coaches you to swim. German professors, Handschuh it's a hand shoe, actually, if you literally translate, but it means a glove, the gloves that you use. Okay. So this is, and the last one I have Raton the biblioteca. Raton is a mouse, biblioteca is a library. So the meaning is a library mouse if you literally translate, but the actual meaning is a bookworm. Okay, so these are some of the things, hazards of literal translations if your students are going to try that. Okay. Now, could you translate this in the languages that you teach? French teachers, could you translate high school in French? Do high, do school, see what you get. Do I have French teachers here? Professors? Do I have French teachers?
I think they have gone for exam duty.
Okay. Then I will just now there are few words that are untranslatable words that you have a few in many languages you have. I have chosen a few words that you have which are typically French, okay? And there are few words which are typically German, Spanish, and Japanese. They cannot be translated in other languages because that is the beauty of language. You can't translate, you just take it as it comes, okay? So what are the words that we have here? You have raplapla. It's like, you saw this, like when you're very, very tired, you just use this word raplapla, flat. I'm done, flat. Then I have de peso. De peso, it's like a word that if you are lost and disoriented in your surroundings, you use de peso. Tartine is very typical French, bread slice, a piece of bread, where you have you spread some butter and jam, you call it a tartine. You don't have this equivalent in any other language. Flâner is also typically French, where it's like just wander aimlessly on the roads, okay? Just wander without any ambition, just keep walking, window shopping, anything. That's flâner. You don't have an equivalent in English as well. Bricolage is very, very French. Bricolage is your DIYs, but in a lot of other things also. Okay, the things that the small repair works that you use at home is called bricolage. You can do masonry, you can do carpentry, everything is bricolage. Voila is used everywhere to introduce a person at the end of a sentence, end of a tale, everywhere you can use this voila. It's like, if you translate it would mean, here you are, this is, etc. And you have so many things in other languages, in German, in Spanish. You know wanderlust. I think it's very it's come to English as well. The English has borrowed it as well. What is wanderlust? The name itself will tell you. What is wanderlust, teachers?
When you travel
You
a
tell me
lot.
what is. Yeah, very good. A strong desire to travel. Yes, yes. If next you have this one, wabi sabi. I think I loved it very much because it's like finding beauty in imperfect things. That is called wabi sabi. That's very Japanese. And Shinrin Yoko, I think I found this very interesting because it's forest bathing. You just go to the forest and you just stand there and take in the beauty of the forest with the sunlight and all that. That's called Shinrin Yoko. That's typical Japanese culture where they live with the nature, surrounded by nature, and appreciate nature as well. So these words that you cannot translate, you don't have an equivalent in any language. That these are the words. I think I'm almost end of the session. I'll just finish in another few minutes. Now I have a few true cognates and false cognates. If the French teachers are not there, I think I will move on. Taxi is taxi in French. Professor is professor. Toilet is toilet. Toilet. Addition, yeah, addition is addition. Only the D will miss. Mariage, marriage, mariage. The way I pronounce differs, but it's the same. And one R will be there. Nowadays, when I write, I'm totally confused whether there are two R's or one R, because there is two R's in English and one R in French. And impossible, I pronounce it as impossible. English pronounce it as impossible. So these are true cognates. You tend to find the similarities, right? Now, false cognates, false cognates. What are the false cognates? What is a basket in English? What is a basket in English? Basket in English, teachers?
A basket is basket in English also.
Basket, yeah, basket where you put in a lot of things and you carry it along when you go shopping. But in French, what is a basket? A basket can refer to a basketball. It also refers to your sneakers, your sports shoes. That is a basket. Chair. You are sitting in a chair, right? The furniture, a piece of furniture. Whereas in chair, in French, is a flesh. Okay, so you have to be very careful. Chair is a flesh. Chance. Chance. You say chance, again. Chance means a chance, yeah.
Given a chance.
Chance means luck. Chance means luck. Okay, so when you want to wish somebody good luck, you say bonne chance. Then coin, coin. What's a coin? A piece of money, right?
Money.
Coin, a piece of money. Whereas in French, coin means a corner. Okay, and college. I am sitting right now in a college. Right, where you study. Whereas in France, college refers to your secondary school. 11 to 15 years, the children are in college. Crayon. Crayon in, the color pencil, right? But in French, it's just a pencil, not a color one, just a pencil. And a piece of paper, any in French is a room. Okay, the rooms in your house, you call it piece. It can be also piece as well as the rooms in your house. Okay, so it goes on the false cognates. German English, German professors are not there, no? They're also left, right? Okay, gift in German is poison. Okay, so you have to be very, very, very careful when you use this word. You can't literally translate and tell gift because gift is poison in German. Bald in German is Schuh. Gymnasium is your secondary school. Hose, hose is trousers, actually. Kind is a child. And sea is a lake. Now, this is a very interesting thing because when you teach them culture, it's very important to talk about their food habits as well. Tell them what are the different food habits in different cultures. So you have, this is the McDonald's page. I think McDonald's and KFC, that's the best thing where you can teach them culture. So you get the first thing, it refers to which country, teachers?
India.
India, very good. We have butter chicken, we have mutton, roti, etc. The second one below, the first one below, Teriyaki. So you think which one would that be?
French.
No, Japanese.
Oh.
Japanese. Okay. And the next one, I think, is pound. You have it's very simple. Quarter, pound.
Europe.
This is the UK. The UK one. Raclette. It's typical French. And the last one, Pecorino Toscana, Tuscany is
Spain.
in which
Spain.
Italy.
Italy.
So this is a typical thing that we can explain. Even McDonald's have changed according to the culture of the country. Okay? They have included a lot of things that include the Indian culture. Indians don't eat beef, so there is no option of beef in the Indian McDonald's. So there are a lot of things that we have to, the cultural elements that you have to bring in, okay, when you tell them what they eat. Now, stereotypes, I'm almost to the end. Stereotypes this is very important because we always have a lot of stereotypes in us, right? Be it another country or be it from in different states. If you ask the South Indian, what do you think about North? We immediately think about aloo, sabji, etc. If you think about the South Indian, what do you think about the South Indian? What comes to your mind when you talk about the South Indian? Typical idli sambar, right? Just break out the stereotypes. So what are the stereotypes attached to a rabbit, a rooster, a fox in your mother tongues? Rabbit. So let's go with the rabbit. What is the stereotype with the rabbit?
They are
What is
fast.
the
They are very fast.
They're fast. They're very fast. And they're very pretty, right? And rooster. Rooster.
They wake you up in the morning.
Very good. They wake you up in the morning. They are they're very proud,
Alarm
right?
clock.
Always, yeah, proud. Fox.
Clever.
The Malayalam word itself tells very cunning. Yes, bear.
Very cuddly, warm.
Bear. They're very strong. Yeah, strong. Yeah, bee.
Hardworking.
Hard work. Dog.
Loyalty. Loyalty.
Loyal.
Dog for
Very good.
loyalty.
Friendly. Cat.
Proud.
Proud.
High maintenance.
Independent.
Independent.
Lion.
Strong.
Lion. Majestic.
Powerful.
Right?
Majestic.
Powerful. So this is a place where you can teach them the adjectives in the languages that you teach and make them talk about themselves. What are the adjectives that they have taken from these animals? Okay, this is a place where you can work with that. Now, this is just to cut off the stereotype. Could you answer this question? Yes, teachers. Who do you think is the mayor?
His mother.
How is this possible? Are you able to hear me?
Ma'am, the mayor was his mother.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Yes. Can you hear me? I'm so sorry about this.
Yes, ma'am. No
I think there
problem.
was
No
an issue
problem,
with
ma'am.
the. Yeah, 1 second. I'm
Network.
almost to the end. Yeah. I'm not able to share the screen.
It's okay, ma'am. It's okay, ma'am. No
Okay.
problem, ma'am.
We just have few minutes more, right? I have to finish the session. Professors, you are able to hear me? I'm so sorry. There's some
Ma'am, we are
problem
able
here.
to hear you, ma'am. No problem, ma'am. If you're not able to share the screen, it's okay, ma'am. Fine.
Okay. Okay. I think
You
I will
can stop
just
sharing, ma'am.
complete the. Yeah, I can stop sharing. Yeah, I'll just finish it off. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to say was with this I was about to end. I just want to share this expression of Tahar Ben Jelloun, who's a Moroccan French writer. He says, "Why does a cave of my memory where there are two languages never complains?" I'm just translating it. The words circulate in all liberty inside my head, and they just replace whenever they want to. And it's like a drama. They act like in a drama. My mother tongue has cultivated hospitality and has allowed cohabitation with another language with intelligence and humor. So I think all of us, being Indians, being from a multilingual country, we think we are the best examples of multilingualism, and we have to do a lot of research and uh, do a lot of activities based on multilingualism, plurilinguistic approaches in our languages. It will be amusing for the students and it will be helpful for them in future. Okay, so thank you very much for the opportunity. And Kunguri ma'am, I really thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts with you. Thank you so much.
We have to thank you, ma'am, for this enlightening session. You made everyone participate. I can see that most of the participants interacted today. We felt so happy to have you with us today. Any questions from
I'm
the
sorry, I did not
audience?
give enough time for question and answers. If you have questions, please send me an email. My email ID is
Sure,
with
ma'am.
Kunguri ma'am. I'll be very happy to answer your questions.
Thank you, ma'am. On behalf of the department, and on behalf of the participants, I thank ma'am
Any
for her
questions,
engaging.
teachers, that you think you have in your mind regarding these activities that we did? Thank you.
Shall we ask French teachers to contact you for any doubts or any queries,
Please,
ma'am?
please. I'll be very happy to.
Ma'am,
I'll be very happy to.
sharing.
Please do that.
Ma'am, we'll share the today's session is recorded. We'll send it to the because they
Okay.
all have duty. I think they would have missed. We'll share the video with them, the whole session of yours,
Sure,
and if
definitely.
they have any doubts, they'll contact you, ma'am.
I'll be very happy to. Please do that. I'll be very happy.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. I think there's no any questions.
You
because
have
your session
shared a Google form, is it?
Ma'am, that is for feedback for the participants, ma'am.
For participants. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you
That
so
is-
much, ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you,
Ma'am,
the
please,
Department
ma'am,
of
we
English and
have to
Foreign
thank you,
Languages.
ma'am.
Yeah,
We have to thank you. We have to thank you.
I think
Um,
I hope the session was useful to all of you. I think you will be able
Yes,
to
ma'am. Yes,
do
ma'am. We
this
didn't
in
feel
your
that.
classes, these activities.
Sure, ma'am. I think it was engaging and insightful. We all have learned a lot from you, how
Thank
to teach a language. And you have used not only languages, and the languages you used, German, French, Spanish, Russian, most of the foreign languages you used in your session. That shows your expertise in language. And not only that, you have mentioned about the tools also, the way the pedagogy is to be used in it is not only for foreign language teaching people, it is for English language teachers also, how to incorporate the mother tongue when we teach language, and through language we are teaching our cultures also. Thank you for sharing all those things with us today. And I think your expert perspective on the role of multilingualism in enriching language teaching has provided us valuable tools, and I hope the teachers will use all those strategies in their class. Thank you so much, ma'am, and
Thank
I
you, ma'am.
thank all the participants for the active involvement. And today I can feel I find many people, they are unmuted and answered to the questions of ma'am, and they also posted in the chat box, and we felt so happy for this interactive session, and I thank all the participants for that. Thank you all, and we'll meet you tomorrow for the next session. Thank you, ma'am, and I thank all the
Thank you, ma'am.
participants.
Thank you, Pugari ma'am,
Thank
and
you
thank
so
you,
much, ma'am.
participants, for your participation. Thank you so much.
Thank you
It
so
was a
much,
lovely
ma'am.
session for me also.
Because we didn't
I
feel
learned a
that we
lot
are
of
at the end
things
of
from
the
it.
session. Really, we didn't feel
Yeah.
today that, yeah, it is end of the session. It is like we are in the class and we are answering like students, we are answering to your
I'm
each and every question.
Thank you
And we
so
feel
much.
bad
Thank
that,
you.
and I felt bad that I'm not able to answer to the question also sometimes.
That
Thank you so much, ma'am.
that
Thank
is
you.
that. Thank you so much. That it was really it's a very nice feedback. I feel so nice. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Bye, ma'am.